I believe that my being a shooting sportsman does not compel me to abstain from sponsoring this bill, but on the contrary, advocate for it. Let me state it up front that this bill does not make it easy for anyone to own a gun. On the contrary, it retains all the hurdles in buying one. In other words, it does not lower the bar for gun ownership, or to use a shooting lingo, enlarge the target that even a blind man can hit. This bill preserves existing gun controls, which I fully subscribe to, even if as a gun holder saying it makes me sound like a chicken rooting for Mang Inasal. At present, for every gun a person owns, he has to secure up to 3 permits from the Philippine National Police. In almost all cases, these permits expire and thus must be renewed on different dates. So if one had 2 guns, he has to go through 14 separate applications in 4 years. In order to simplify matters, this bill proposes to bundle all these applications under one filing date, the birthday of the applicant or the licensee, the same rule that applies for a driver's license. Ibig sabihin, imbes na iba't ibang araw, gawing sa kaarawan na lang ng may-ari ng barel ang takdang araw sa pagkuha ng lisensya sa pagmamay-ari nito. And instead of different expiry dates, 4 years for registration, 1 year for the permit to carry, 2 years for the license to own, this bill seeks to grant the registration license to own a uniform validity of 5 years, while the permit to carry a validity of 2 years. Synchronizing the application period will not, however, leave the government shortchanged. By and large, current fees will be retained, so there will be no loss of income on the part of government. Extending the validity of the permits does not also deny the government the chance to flag errant permit to carry holders every year. Because gun ownership remains a privilege and not a right, the license can be revoked for cause anytime. The permit to own or carry a gun is not an irrevocable franchise. Rather, they are law-abiding citizens who own guns either for sport or self-protection. They who do not endanger other people's lives, but whose own lives are in danger. And we cannot blame them. If out of desperation, some of them are keeping a gun in their homes as the last line of defense during these perilous times when police are hard to summon, or when they finally come, they crawl in glacial pace. It is in their behalf that this bill is being sponsored. Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you to the good sponsor of this measure, Senator Bato.